Halo semuanya, kembali lagi dengan aku di channel apa ya, berpetualang di dunia game. Oke guys, jadi gak sekian lama akhirnya kita bisa ngebuka atau bisa mainin quest Archon yang ini ya guys. Festival Sabzerus telah tiba. Nah, soalnya aku ngerjain yang quest interlude dulu kemarin, yang casting.
I keep watch. You leave,
Pemandangan di
you
sini
call
cukup bagus, jadi langsung kita mainin ya. Kita ke kota Sumeru dulu. Bentar, tadi party.
We didn't miss the Sabzerus festival.
Nah, ini lebih kuat.
Let's hurry and find Dunyarzad.
Cari Dunyarzad.
She must be around the Grand Bazaar since she showed us around there last time.
Mana sih? Di Grand Bazaar. Nah, kalau nggak salah di sini jalannya ya. Saya ingat gua. Festival Sabzerus. Nah, ini tempatnya. Grand Bazaar. Halo Dunyarzad. How are you? Fine, thank you.
Dunyarzad, we're back.
Just as promised, Traveler and Paimon. I'm so glad that you two came back. Indeed. The festival's
Ngerayain
tomorrow.
Kusanali ya.
We've been preparing for...
There's no need to be
Ngerayain
nervous.
ulang tahunnya
I'm
Kusanali.
sure that Lesser Lord Kusanali will feel every...
Thanks, Paimon. I hope that everyone who comes to the festival... Speaking of which, did you manage to make your way to
Ya,
Port
kita
Ormus?
ketemu Al
Of
Haitam.
course we went. A lot of things happened there.
I see. Sounds like if there is another chance.
My lady, if you went to Port Ormus in your current state, we'd both be in for a
Ini deh
lifetime
ya,
of
kalau
trouble.
nggak salah Bediguard dia.
Dia, you were eavesdropping.
It's called covert protection.
Eavesdropping.
Keeping an ear out for what's going on around my employer is part of the job.
It's all right, Dia. I merely said I would like to go. I know the festival's tomorrow. I've been doing nothing but causing trouble for you.
Even when you put it that way.
Don't worry, my guardian knight.
Okay, fine, but only tonight. Tomorrow's a big day, and
Jadi sekarang ngapain nih?
You two must be exhausted from your long journey back to the city. I've already prepared a room for you to rest.
Whoa,
Oke.
you're so...
Kita turu sekarang. Fajar 1000 mal. Oh, dimulai. Mana? Sini kah? Kota Sumeru. Kayaknya di sini sih. Nah, iya.
Here we are. It's also fairly close to where I've been staying.
It looks really
Oke. Kita turu ya sekarang. Kan udah malam.
Not at all. Just tell me more about your...
That's Paimon's specialty. Paimon can tell you...
Oh, if you don't mind, how about all of my
Jalan-jalan.
friends will be working the festival. And Dia is still insisting on her covert...
Yeah. It'll be pretty hard to relax and enjoy...
Then let's meet at the nearby bazaar first thing.
It's a deal.
Selamat
I
malam.
may be too excited to fall asleep tonight.
Paimon's starting to really look forward to the Sabzerus festival. Oh,
Festival
don't know.
Sabzerus.
Thinking about food.
Oke, kita turu.
Did we oversleep?
Udah bangun ya sekarang.
We should go meet Dunyarzad.
Pergi ke lokasi yang telah ditentukan oleh Sabzerus. Nah, di sini. Oh, di bawah. Wait. Ya, di atas tuh. Gak bisa. Di bawah. Nah, itu tuh orangnya. Halo.
Traveler, Paimon.
Good morning, Dunyarzad. We must have
Not at all. I arrived early. Today is finally here.
You've worked so hard for
Alright,
this day.
alright.
You gotta enjoy it to the fullest.
You know it. Oh, it's just that, as expected, I had some well, shall we?
Let's go. Let's jalan-jalan.
Many vendors came out of the blue to support the event, and they insisted on covering costs themselves. Let's go give them some business.
They paid for everything out of pocket? Oh, sounds like they're not in this just for the Mora.
They all said that contributing to a lively festival atmosphere is more important than money.
Oke.
Especially since we don't often get to celebrate Lesser Lord Kusanali's birthday.
Cepetan dong.
Ooh, they're selling food over there.
Caranya cepetan dong. Nah.
This is a stall offering
Half
foods
Mewa
from the Half
Feast.
Mewa Feast.
Jadi gini ya,
you
isi
could tell straight away. I
festival
thought
ya.
most people nowadays wouldn't.
Mushrooms, flowers, and all kinds. So, what's
It's another Sabzerus festival tradition. People used to set their,
Itu jenis
generally
makanan.
speaking, the most common selections were foods like
Bukan
Rukashpa
sama
mushrooms,
mushroom, ya,
Mila
pala
pala
lotus.
lotuses,
Sumeru
Sumeru
rose,
roses, Samsetias,
Samsetia.
Papalatas, Hara fruits, and zait.
so
Terus
the
apa? Terus
Sabzerus
semua namanya.
festival is a vegetarian.
You don't have to be a vegetarian to enjoy the spread.
Terjemahan
We just
melaksanakan
use the
dulu.
7 foods to...
Wait,
Apa
but
itu?
if that's the case, if Sumeru uses vegetarian food to then
Oh,
wouldn't the
daun.
Archon's festival be full of food like
Arten Pyro,
roasted
makanan ayam bakar
fowl,
bakso panggang
juicy
stick.
meat? Oh, traveler, we have to go to Natlan as soon as possible.
Natlan keluar kapan guys? Kayaknya 5.0 deh. Habis konten.
I hope your wish comes true one day, Paimon.
Thanks. All right.
Dear customers, would you like to try your
Ramalan
hand at
alkimia.
alchemical...
What's
Hoak,
alchemical
hoak,
divination?
hoak.
Those two things.
Right? I thought the same when I first heard about it.
So, how did?
It's quite simple. After you give me any 2 alchemical reagents, I'll...
Sure sounds random.
That is precisely what we need. After the transmutation fails, your one...
Well, according to Lesser Lord Kusanali, everything is interconnected.
Why does everything sound so much more credible?
So that's the true
Okay,
wisdom
okay.
behind it. This young lady...
Ayolah. Kasih apa ya? Paling kasih ini sama ini sih. Ya. Barang kacangan.
Okay, one moment.
Bulan-bulan.
Luna wants to take a look too.
Generally speaking, the moon signifies... It means...
Kimia.
Wait a moment.
Is he really looking it up in a
Nyontek.
book?
Oh,
Nyontek.
I remember now. It means
Oh,
illusions
illusion.
and lies.
Illusions and lies?
Yes, but this book says that if you trust your intuition and overcome your fears,
He's not even trying to hide his book anymore.
Enggak nyembunyiin bukunya.
Naturally, fate will only ever show you the beginning of a journey. It is up to...
oh, it's nothing. I'm just learning.
Guess that was still pretty interesting.
Oke. Kita coba buat seru-seruan soalnya
They
nih.
say the Sabzerus festival was very
Wait.
lively a long, long time ago.
Saat meriah.
Large flower carriages used to
Kalau
parade
ada
through the
kereta
city.
bunga.
As they headed towards Port Ormos, people would throw flowers, candy, and liquor all
Meriah
along the
banget
way.
tuh.
Dunyarzad's eyes are sparkling right now.
Ini ceritanya nggak bisa dipakai.
I wish I could have seen that spectacle. But if you ask me, I'm sure Nilo's
Tarikan
dance of
Sabzerus milik
Sabzerus
Nilo.
will be just as impressive.
Oh, Nilo mau nari guys. Siapa yang lebih bagus tariannya, Milo atau Ayaka? Tolong komen di kolom komentar. Weh, bocil-bocil.
Attention! Soldiers, fall into formation if you want any
Permen
young.
Zelda. Bocil-bocil minta permen.
It's a weird guy with a weird hat.
Tapi yang aneh.
Hey, it's Dunyarzad. Wow.
Halo bocil gitu.
Miss Dunyarzad, the children love you even more than they. In the few short days it took to prepare for the Sabzerus festival.
The hallowed night of flowers.
Ay,
It's an
kita
honor that you know
perhitungan.
my name.
Attention! In the name of Ferris, the Knight of Flowers. All right, little soldiers, take your Yalda candies and don't.
Yes, Knight Ferris.
Wah seru juga ya ini
Just what is
festivalnya.
going on?
Ferris, the Night of Flowers, is another
Mascot.
Sabzerus festival icon, and one immensely popular with children.
It's all thanks to Miss Dunyarzad's sponsor.
As are we to you.
Whichever one.
That is the
Oh.
fun part. Each box
Tergantung
contains a
keperluan.
random flavor. It's up to the
Rasanya
luck of
adalah
the
vendor
drawer.
melon atau
Flavors
fruit
include
sedih.
lavender.
Ooh, those all sound.
And there's also lizard tail and
Di Shartel
onikabuto.
buat
Huh?
aneh banget.
What's up with those?
Onikabuto is a little spicier than lizard tail.
Dunyarzad, you tried them before? Traveler,
Jangan salahkan kalau selalu pilih.
I also believe in your intuition.
Great.
Oke, yang
These
penting
boxes of
guys.
candy are numbered 1 to 5 from left to right. Which one do you want?
Yang 3. Iya kan? Tengah-tengah guys.
Attention! That's unfortunately.
No.
thought you survived so many epic battles because you had
The Sunsetia flavored candy was in box
Nomor
number
4.
4.
Ya,
How about this? The most
ambil saja dua-duanya. Boleh?
what night of candies?
Wow,
It's
kasih
Night of Flowers, not Night of Candies.
satria bunga.
Paimon really wilted the carriageless Night of Flowers.
They all basically sound the same. We got our candy, so let's keep.
Oh, actually, I just remembered that I left something behind. Since you're here, can you come with me to get it?
Boleh kok.
Dunyarzad, you probably forgot.
uh,
Pemukiman sekitar. Sini kan? Real or fake? Benar. Terus lurus.
We're too late. Who knew the little lady was such an early riser?
No way.
I know,
Ini
right?
pemburunya
Hey,
masuk
wait a
mermaid.
Puss! Isn't that her?
Mereka pakai akas.
Oh, that most certainly is. We're in luck. She's walking right into our clutches.
No way. Harus gelut kah?
Those Eremites don't look like they're up to any.
who are you? I don't believe the Homayanis hired you.
Para Homayani.
That's right. We haven't received any of their mora, but
They're a gang of kidnappers! Traveler, hurry and protect Dunyarzad!
Ahlinya sudah di
Hey,
sini.
did you
Jangan di-
scumbags even consider that the Homayanis might have hired a merc that outclasses you?
Oh, let's go. Bodyguardnya datang.
Dia
The
the Flame Man.
Man.
No wonder we mercs haven't heard anything about you
Kamu
for so
sudah
long.
dicinakan.
Don't speak so disrespectfully. My family started working with her.
Don't worry about it, my lady. Just some friendly banter
Biasa
between
terus sama
mercs.
Perjit
One
ya.
punch and those rabid dogs will expose themselves for what they
Aren't your claws all
Traveler, take Miss Dunyarzad to a safe location.
Oh, kita pakai deh ya lah.
No, we're gonna stay and help. There's too many of them.
Please be careful, Dia.
Don't waste your time worrying about me. This is my job.
Pakai deh ya kah? Kabur. Kabur oh, nggak pakai guys. Nggak pakai guys. Kita kabur. Nah, ada. No, batuk-batuk dia.
Are you okay?
I'm fine.
You sure you're okay?
I'll be fine after some rest. I'm more worried about Dia. After all, none of this would
Tenang,
have
dia
happened.
kuat.
Yeah, don't worry.
Oke.
My lady, traveler.
Oh, udah
Found ya.
ngeratain.
You took care of them.
Any more of them?
Udah
Or
ngeratain.
rather, did anyone follow you?
Dia, your arm.
Oh, this?
Terluka.
I'm fine. It's just a scratch. Normally, they wouldn't have been able to live.
Please, let me take.
Come on, it's nothing. Us mercs aren't as fragile as.
Hold on, you said something about a new greatsword. What happened to the.
Ada
About that.
pedang-pedang
Well,
menjualnya.
I sold it, cause
It can't be.
Mana
The
sih orang
anonymous
tak
donation
dikenal?
that was used for the vent.
No.
Miss Junior's I
Dia
wasn't trying to
dia
make you
sendiri
cry,
guys.
and I'm not gonna lose my commission because I.
Okay, making your employer cry won't affect your commission, but.
You're so unreasonable.
Thank you very much, Dia.
Aduh, Polusong banget.
Don't be like that. I get embarrassed.
Are you feeling unwell again, Dunyarzad?
My lady, your condition. Traveler, can you take her somewhere to rest?
Akan mendapat.
Truly. I'm sorry for the trouble, everyone.
Lagu soundtracknya asik juga ya. Kayak di Timur Tengah gitu. Gurun pasir.
Are you feeling better, Dunyarzad?
Yes, much better.
Oke,
Just give me a few
kayaknya
moments.
kita seru
I didn't
sekali.
realize you were concerned about it. I guess I shouldn't continue to keep it a secret.
Kita
I was
juga pakai
actually
akasa ya.
born with Elazar.
Lahir membawa penyakit
It's
Elazar.
terminal now.
Can't believe it's Elazar.
Penyakitnya Nilo, penyakitnya
I've already heard of
di
Elazar.
apa tuh Kole ya.
In that case, you probably know about Sumeru's current medical advancements.
Belum bisa
still
nemuin
haven't
obat
been
ya.
able to find a cure.
Dunyarzad.
There's no need to be sad.
Penyakit
I've always
Elazar.
lived with Elazar, and I came to compared to the simple fact that I'm afflicted with this. Its effects on my life have been. I know that my family loves me dearly. They've done all they can to provide the best environment for me, so that I can live for that much longer.
Aduh,
Did you
dia
know?
kena penyakitnya
Before
Kole
I ran away
kayaknya.
from home this time, the world outside of
Jadi
my
yang
home
kena
didn't
sebuah.
even know that I existed. Since I was a child, all I could do was sit up. I'm sure my family's worried and disappointed in me for running away, but
Tidak mau hidup dengan penyesalan.
I just didn't want to have any regrets. I wanted to meet other people. To me, there's nothing more beautiful than not to mention the incredible time spent preparing for the festival. This way, when my final day does arrive,
Aduh.
it will be left. At the very least, many people will remember that I once existed in this world. Right?
Nah,
As long as you don't forget Paimon, Paimon also won't forget about you.
Thank you too so much.
aduh.
I apologize for
Ini
the
kayak
To be
kanker ya.
honest, Lesser
Maksudnya,
Lord Kusanali gave me the courage to do
Kusanali
all of this.
memberikan keberanian.
If it weren't for her encouragement, I wouldn't have taken that. Thanks. There will always be frustrations in life. Oh, right. Isn't it
Waktunya
almost time?
festival.
Isn't the dance of Sabzerus about to
Tarian
begin?
Sabzerusnya Nilo ya.
It's the Nilu will recreate that legendary scene with her most splendid dancing.
Betul
And
dance
the
guys.
Sabzerus
Siapa yang
festival
bagus?
that
Nilo
might
atau
wish
Ayato
also-
tariannya.
Then what are we waiting for? Let's go to the stage.
Yeah.
Pergi ke Grand Bazaar. Where is this? Panduan-panduan. Nah, ini jalannya. Grand Bazaar. Hello.
Were you not aware that the law prohibits this type of performance from taking place without prior
Dilarang.
permission?
Over
What?
there! Someone's yelling at Nilu!
Woi,
I
kenapa
think
nih,
I
woi?
just saw the Academia's Grand Sage.
Grand Sage.
Why is he?
But the dance of
What?
Sabzerus is
Itu
one
keren
of the key
sake.
parts of the Sabzerus festival.
If we can't...
The Sabzerus festival.
Oh,
The law also prohibits the private hosting of large-scale religious festivals. Only the academic. If you
pengen aku
continue to
hantam nih
resist,
ini
we will
Green
have to
Sake.
order an investigation into every single event organizer.
Udah
The Grand
susah-susah
Sage has already
nyiapin
granted
gitu.
you much leniency. I advise that you exercise tact.
How did things
Yang ini
turn
kayaknya
out
Green
like this?
Sake.
The academia was originally responsible for the Sabzerus festival, but they failed this responsibility for many years. I need to speak with them. This is a hard pill to swallow, but
Art. Dance.
Azar.
Aren't you ashamed of pursuing such frivolous and meaningless activities in this land of knowledge and reason?
Woi, ini pengen ku hantam sih.
Our Archon created the utopia that is
Bikin
Sumeru City
murka
for
saja.
all scholars who sought validity, verity, and truth, while people
Para
like you
pelajar.
wish to defile it.
No, seni juga bagian dari pelajaran.
I believe that our Archon never rejected the arts.
With your lack of intellectual credentials, I do not
Tinggal
believe you are
kepengen wah sombong
qualified to
juga ini
debate with
orang.
me. What you should be doing is finding workers to tear down this ridiculous eyesore.
No way.
When we
Azar.
return, have the scribe draft an ordinance before the next Nyagarbaha Day that prohibits public art performances. We will announce it to...
Understood. I will inform him when I return.
Ini kalau ada kesempatan buat ngehajar, aku pengen hajar.
The Sabzerus Festival. Go celebrate the birth of that god to your heart's content.
Nilu, are you okay?
Oh, Dunyarzad.
yeah.
No
Let's go
way.
somewhere the academia can't find us and perform there.
Anakan di sana.
But how do... Oh,
Ya,
we could get people to block them off so they can't interrupt the performance.
Nilu, it's all right.
But you've been looking forward to the dance of Sabzerus so much. And I know how...
It's okay. Seeing you care this much about my feet, it would be too risky to continue the Sabzerus festival at this point.
If you say so.
no.
You can sneak out for the next Sabzerus festival.
The next one. Yes. Okay. It's a
Mau pindah kemana nih?
I can't believe this is how things turned out. Those heartless
Orang-orang gak
geezers.
punya hati.
It really is okay. Still, I'd be...
Aku juga pengen lihat. Terpaksa praktik dengan tiba-tiba. No. Ngeselin banget itu Green Sake.
It's a shame that Nilu and Dunyarzad promised to make the next Sabzerus festival a success. But, yeah.
Apa ini?
All connections have been secured to construct the most
Connection.
stable framework possible. The project has entered its most critical phase.
Apa ini guys? Mimpi kah?
We're gonna be
Mimpi
late.
ternyata.
We should go meet Dunyarzad.
Kemana nih? Pergi ke tempat yang telah ditentukan. Jadi kalau nggak salah ada project ya, project apa?
Good morning, Dunyarzad.
Not at all.
You seem kinda tired.
Kurang
I'm doing
tidur.
well. There's no need to worry. Shall we go? Let's start with the stalls over there.
Sure.
Oh, jalan-jalan lagi. Sejauh ini masih ada belum ada tanda-tanda faktum ya. Jadi semoga nggak ada lah, aman, ya aman.
Ooh, they're selling food over that way.
Paling cuman remit doang, jangan dapat. Cuma ada faktum. Tapi keren sekali, ngeselin banget. Hei, kemana? Oh sini.
This is a stall offering foods from the Haftmewa feast.
Half Male Feast.
informed, miss.
Plants.
Sayur-sayuran kayak kemarin ya.
Actually, what is the
Loh.
Haftmewa feast you mentioned just now?
Loh, kan udah tadi.
It's one of the Sabzerus festival's traditions. People used to set their tables with 7
Loh.
different foods to symbolize the 7 virtues of the Dendroarchon.
Tadi udah mulai kan? Udah kayak gitu.
Appear to be
Lagi.
in the form of the moon.
Really? Paimon thought it looked like.
Loh,
The
Kok udah
moon
jadi?
signifies.
ngulang kemarin ya?
Hmm.
Ngulang kejadian kemarin.
It's escaping me for now.
Is he really looking it up in a book?
Loh,
Oh, right. It means. But if you trust your
No,
intuition
no, no,
and
no, no.
overcome your fears, this.
Understood. I'll
Oh, it's nothing.
Guess that was still
loh,
pretty
yang kemarin
interesting.
apaan? Terus habis ini
So,
ada
where'd you
remet ya.
next?
Terus si Dehya gelut sama remet. Oh ini nih yang Satria Bunga. Nah di sini. Satria Bunga. Terus kita pilih permen nomor 4 nih sekarang.
All right, soldiers. Now that you.
Yes, Knight Varus!
Ya ada bocil-bocil terus kita suruh milih permen
What's going on?
kayak yang tadi.
Ferris, the Knight of Flowers.
Oh, do you want some?
What? Ooh.
And there's also.
Hmm.
Great.
Paimon
These
mau
boxes of
sunset dah.
candy are
Nomor
numbered.
4. Masih nomor 4.
Ah, excellently chosen.
Sunset ya.
Number 4 is
Benar.
indeed Sunsetia.
Bener.
Paimon, bet you
Yang
had
tadi
incredible
sebelumnya
luck.
bukan karena beruntung. Jadi kita udah tahu jawabannya tadi.
How's that possible? It's obviously random.
Sandi
Maybe we didn't sleep very well last night.
Terpulas.
Or maybe we slept too much.
Maaf dunia aku harus
Oh,
pergi sebentar.
sure.
Huh? Where are you going?
Nikmatnya rasa dijatuh. Iya, keuntungan bisa melihat masa depan. Mana nih? Deng 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 deng. Deng 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 deng. Kota Lamber Tavern. Pergi sini ngapain? Maunya di Dehya kah?
A feeling of
Terus ada
Deja
Javu.
vu? Oh, Paimon knows what that is. It's when you feel like you've already
Yeah, yeah,
in
yeah.
that case.
Itu bukan
Paimon
Javu, emang
also
kejadian
felt
kemarin.
something like that today. So, why'd you run here in such a hurry?
Coba
So
keluar
that's
dari
it.
Javu.
You're intentionally doing things you usually
Tapi ntar
wouldn't
dunia
and
riset
seeing if you still get
mana
that
itu?
same feeling of deja vu.
Sendirian. Kalau Dehya nggak datang.
two. Are you here for lunch? What would you like to eat?
Coconut Circle
Got
Cake.
it. You don't look like you're from these parts, but I gotta say.
Charcoal baked Angelina
Ya hitam
cake.
kosong.
Isn't it that? Oh,
Coklat Circle
Paimon
Cake.
understands what you're trying to do now. You'd never normally.
Ya. Kita mau nandain kejadian.
That. Isn't this going a bit too far?
Selamat makan. Ekspresinya tuh.
How was it? The look on your face is telling Paimon that it tasted off.
Oh enak.
You mean
Tampilannya doang.
that's impossible? We were so. Would this be a case of taste bud deja vu? Paimon also gets the impression that we've been in. How about?
Oke. Pergi. Mau kemana lagi nih sekarang?
sitting by yourself on that bench over there.
Lagi. Ini terus kita ngobrolin penyakitnya ya. Penyakit
What a
Al-Azhar.
coincidence, Dunyarzad. We meet
Oh, I ran into some kidnappers just now.
Bener.
kidnappers. Oh my.
I'm okay. Dia's arm got scratched.
Whew. That's a big relief.
Not at all. I've always been like this. Excessive. Besides, no matter how amazing today may be, it is but a single day. After however many more days, my time will come to an end.
Wah, bener.
Paimon doesn't quite follow you, and Paimon feels like something's really got you down right now.
It really is fine. I don't mind.
Udah maaf karena meninggalkan.
Huh?
Dunyarzad, have you ever felt deja vu?
Deja vu? No. But my days have been the same for years now.
Kehidupan
Even if I were feeling deja vu, I suppose I would already be used.
Oh,
Sudah
Paimon
biasa.
sees.
It's almost time.
Huh?
Nilu's dance of Sabzerus is about to begin.
Oh, ini kita kena keren sakit nih. Bisa kita gebukin nggak? Itu keren sakit. Nah. Ketemu si Azhar.
With your lack of intellectual credentials, I do
Sombong.
not believe you are qualified. When we return, have the scribe draft an ordinance before the next Nyagarbaha day that prohibits.
Understood. I will inform him when I return.
The Sabzerus festival.
Oke, kita ngobrolin pindahin tempat
Nilu,
festivalnya.
Oh, it's okay.
but you've been really looking for.
It truly is untrue, but
Ya,
the next
ini
night.
ulang-ulang percakapannya
I
dari
can't
skip
believe
aja
what
lah
those
ya.
heartless geezers did.
Orang tua nggak perasaan. Turu, apakah ngulang lagi?
So, in the end, maybe it really was because of
Apakah
exhaustion.
kecapean?
Same here. That's my Paim. Then, how about we settle in and get a
Nah
good
ini
night's
apakah
sleep?
beda?
For now,
Wih,
we can chalk things
Pando.
up to exhaustion. We can do more thinking tomorrow.
Ada tupai. Sama lagi kah?
Observing a modest drop in the output
Sedikit
of neon
penurunan.
energy, but values still remain within normal.
Continue to monitor the various
Kan pemantauan.
data and
Saya
find
tahu
root
penyebab.
causes.
Apa ini guys? Apa ini? Kebangun lagi.
Why does Paimon feel so anyway.
Apakah sama lagi kayak tadi? Cara dengan Paimon. Ah, sama lagi dong. Sama lagi dong kejadiannya.
Good morning, Dunyarzad.
Not at all.
Bener sama kayak
I'm
tadi.
doing well.
Aduh,
Idea. Let's get going. Traveler?
ada opsi jawaban lain kah? Dijawab yang kuat. Bukan dijawab lagi, orang udah ngalamin tadi. Kayak time loop ya. Kayak time loop ini.
It's all thanks to Miss Dunyarzad's sponsorship
Esa
that the
Tria
children
Bunga.
can enjoy the Oh, are
Aneh
you
banget
interested
guys,
in
cuma itu
Yalda?
mulai dark ceritanya nih,
Not
kayak
much of a
di
choice.
Underground
All these
Chasm
boxes
kemarin.
look the same.
It's not that simple. Each box contains a random flavor. And there's also... No problem. These boxes of candy are numbered 1 to 5 from left to right. Which one do you want?
Duh, pilihannya jadi nomor 4 semua. Nomor 4.
Oh, I like your confidence. No hesitation at all. Oh, congratulations.
Sunset. Bener.
Paimon knew he always had incredible luck.
Nomor 3 karena kita tadi punya nomor 3 ya, yang pertama.
Wait.
What? He was right
Yeah.
about all of them?
That couldn't have been luck. How is this possible? I packed all those boxes this morning. Mind reading? X-ray vision?
Tell us what's going on. Since when did you get superpowers?
Kan,
Traveler?
ini time loop. Apa itu tadi? Tadi itu apa?
Hey, where are you going?
Tadi itu apa, guys? Saya lihat apa itu?
What's
Sosok
going
yang
on?
familiar.
Did you see something? Us leaving Dunyarzad without letting her know is kinda rude, you know.
Siapa itu? Wih, ada Nahihi cuy. Nahihi. Nahida. Ada Nahida ternyata. Nahida muncul, guys. Nahida udah muncul. Udah debut. Nahida, sini Nahida. Kusanali, woi, Kusanali. Sini. Orang sama traveler aja. Mana nih? Dari sini. Nahida debut.
What are you looking for? Traveler?
Nah itu tuh. Nahida. Di sana.
That's
Kusanali. Dengan gadis misterius. Nah itu tuh. Bisa diajak ngomong kah? Hello everyone. Nah hihihi. Apa ini? Dunyarzad. Loh,
isn't that Dunyarzad?
kok jadi turu dia?
What's happening here? Why are there two Dunyarzads? You already know that this isn't your first
Bukan
Sabzerus
festival
festival, don't
Sabzerus
you?
pertama. Iya, waspada
I'm
dulu.
sure you already know how to use this.
Cara pakai?
A knowledge
Iya.
capsule?
Kapsul pengetahuan.
Where did you get it? What's inside?
Kita tahu caranya dari Al-Haitan.
You should use it too, Paimon.
Kamu harus pakai juga.
You know Paimon?
Kok dia tahu Paimon? Pakai bersama-sama.
Well, this seems kinda sketchy.
Udah pakai aja, percaya sama Nahida. Woi, apa itu?
What the?
Ingatan masa lalu.
This is our 20th time at the
Kali
Sabzerus
ke-20 kita
festival.
bertemu.
Huh?
30, 40.
The 30? Have we been trapped in a single day?
Time loop.
If it weren't for you, we wouldn't have even realized.
Iya, kita nggak sadar.
What the heck was inside that knowledge
What the
capsule?
heck?
Your memories are still scrambled?
Itu
Try
yang
your
pertama
best
kita
to
bertemu.
remember. This isn't the first time. Let Paimon think.
Dengan waktu dengan
Oh,
atau sebentar
it's coming back.
dan pulihkan ingatan.
Meeting you was the real catalyst for what about everyone else? Your sense of deja vu is stronger
Dengan
than
merasakan
everyone
deja vu
else's,
yang lebih
yes?
kuat dibanding orang.
As for an explanation, you two
Tarik
received the
kuratan
blessing
dendro.
of Dendro. It was
Okay.
as if a single sheet of paper was separating those memories from your consciousness. A
Kenapa?
familiar question. I think this is the 7th time you asked
Tujuh
that.
kalinya pertanyaan.
As you can see, she isn't
Aduh.
doing well. You
Kurang sehat.
probably sensed it too.
Baru saja bersama kalian.
The
Beda.
Dinnerzod you were that first Dinnerzod is in
Sama
front of
ada
you
lah
right
di
now.
depan.
She doesn't have a lot of time left.
Tanda yang pertama di depan dan dia nggak bisa masuk. Keluar dari siklus.
Looks like you're almost done sorting out your brain. Oh yeah, I'm
Nah,
Nahida.
tidak. Nah, hidung.
Good.
Nah,
You passed the test.
nah hidung.
What's happening? You can
Nah,
awaken
hihi.
our memories, and you seem like you know what's going on. Oh, wait. Please don't tell Paimon even you don't know. Everything in this world runs in a loop. This cycle
Samsara.
is called the samsara. You, me, and
Satu harinya tidak
everyone
pernah
else are all
berakhir.
stuck inside the one-day
Kamu aku
samsara.
dan semua orang. Terus gimana cara keluar ya, men? Punya solusi
As
kah?
for the truth, that's on you to find out. If you were told the truth instead of discovering it yourselves, it would I can only give you surface level help, like bits of information and subtle hints. For the rest of the time, I'll be doing all I can to slow down
Ini
Dinnerzod's illness.
petunjuk kecil. Untuk memperlambat penyakit Dinnerzod.
Looks like she isn't doing well at all.
Waduh.
This gets worse
Kasian
after
banget ya.
each Sabzerus festival.
Makin makin marah di setiap
If we
festival
can
yang
break out of this
dilalui.
samsara, I might be able to save her.
Kalau bisa keluar dari samsara
But as
mungkin
things are
bisa
right
selamatkan.
She's just a small bird in the sky that's about to lose its last feathers.
Aduh.
You sure love to use weird analogies. Analogies are wonderful tools. They let
Oh,
you use
hebat.
existing knowledge to understand. Okay,
Oke.
so
Halo, udah air
with
berapa
what you
bang?
know so
50.
far, what do you think the truth is?
Sini aku tuh pemikiran dulu. Kondisi merenung bisa memilih entry manapun. Mau nyambungin. Air 50 aku guys, BTW. Satu entry. Hasil ramalan.
The moon illusion.
Bentar.
What's happening right now seems to have happened before.
Kelar pikiran yang tidak wajar.
My mind feels exhausted, even though I haven't done too much thinking.
Perkataan Genshin.
The Grand Sage said, "Go celebrate the birth of that god to your heart's content."
Samsara.
We've already experienced the Sabzerus festival many times.
Festival ini berada dalam samsara yang tak berujung. Hubungkan. Deja vu.
That should be it. The flow of time is endlessly cycling within one single day. That should be it. My mind feels The Grand Sage... The moon...
Bentar.
We've already experienced...
Ya, nemu kesimpulan pikiran waktu.
You've given similarly wrong answers in the past. A pity. Still the
No,
wrong
salah
answer?
jawaban.
Paimon thought that made a lot of A simple time loop can't explain some of the phenomena. You two are still missing a lot of information.
Kekurangan banyak.
Unfortunately, I can't give you any more hints.
Masih kekurangan informasi.
Dinnerzod. Sabzerus festival is happening. Let's think about our current situation.
Keluar dari samsara dulu.
We need to figure out what's happening. Nahida rejected the idea of it. Paimon's memories say that we've already done this many times, but let's go talk to people again.
Ini bicara dengan pemilik kios. Serem juga ini festivalnya. Soundtracknya mulai nggak nyaman nih. Mulai bikin nggak nyaman. Kios yang jual 7 jenis sayuran ya.
Hey, it's you guys again.
Lagi kurang sehat.
I see. Did you come back to buy something? I guarantee. Huh?
Masa ada yang aneh.
What brought this about? I hurried.
To put it another
Itu memang kemarin tuh
if you
benar-benar kemarin.
really think about it.
What kind of philosophical nonsense is this? Are you two daydreaming?
Dia nggak nyadar ya.
Didn't you know that no one dreams in
Orang sebenarnya
Sumeru?
tidak pernah
Go
memimpi.
somewhere else if you want to find someone to daydream.
Oh, oke.
He actually has a point. Is this a dream?
Oh, Semeru tidak bisa bermimpi.
True. It's so weird. Anyway, if this all really were just a dream, we would have woken up a lot.
Tanya yang lain. Tanya kimia.
Oh, it's you two. Was my divination so accurate that you felt compelled to compliment me in person? Ooh, I knew it! I told you, the god's
Metode
divination
ramalan.
is highly accurate.
You're really excited about this, huh?
Help you?
So, you're admitting that you...
Anyway, what kind of situation did you get into?
Kita semua terperangkap
Huh? Hold on a
dalam
second.
siklus.
I thought you guys just lost your wallet or fell for a scam. What you just said, are you serious?
Iya ya
I
ya.
knew you weren't going to believe it.
Marvelous. Truly marvelous. I believe you. Recall the interpretation of your
kebohongan ilusi.
divination.
When you say it like that, the divination...
I believe that the Archon's
Ramalan
revelations are
Arjun
never
berupa
more than
petunjuk
vague
yang samar.
hints. Anything more. The book only says, if you trust your instincts and overcome.
So that's how it is. Looks like fortune tell we haven't made any progress.
Hoax.
Who else can we talk to?
Ramalannya hoax. Tanya ke
Paimon
Dehya.
remembers that we tried talking to her a couple of times, but she always thinks we're playing pranks on her. You think she'll brush us off again? Yeah, if we tap into Dia's strong sense of...
Iya ya.
At this time of day...
Dehya, ikut kami.
I'm fine, my lady. It's just a...
Perfect timing. Boop!
Paimon, traveler. You came at just the right time. Listen, there was a dangerous Huh? You saw? Then what?
You want the traveler to take Dunyarzad somewhere to
Yeah.
rest up while you check to see if there's still any kidnapped...
How did you know what I was going to say?
We need to say something convincing.
Pedang besar.
Dia sold her greatsword to raise additional funds, and then she was injured because the moon illusions.
Udah tadi.
My mind. People in.
Tell her, traveler.
Kamu terluka karena belum terbiasa dengan pedang besar. Kamu jual pedang untuk dana festival.
I didn't tell anyone about that. Including Miss Dunyarzad. You couldn't have known.
All right, so this is...
Kita ceritain time loop.
It's kind of hard to believe what you just told me. First, let me make something clear. Most of us desert dwellers might not be the scholarly type.
She's quieter than usual.
Lebih diam dari
Uninterested in
biasanya.
anything and...
Yeah, she isn't the same as before, but her parents said that this is how she was like at first.
Huh? At
Kayak
first?
yang dulu.
I don't quite understand what you're all talking about.
My lady,
ya, ikut
are
kami.
you angry?
Ikut aku.
All
Tunjukkan
right, I'll
buktinya.
give you the benefit of the doubt since you knew about my great
Good sword.
sword. Let's make this a...
Pergi ke tempatnya nah, hihihi, pergi. Kalau jelas ini jalannya ya. Wih, ada guguk. Nah, kita tunjukin ke deh ya.
Nahida, we brought a friend. Are you busy? I thought I told you that it won't help to bring anyone here. We just wanted her to see the real Dunyarzad.
The real Dunyarzad?
Dunyarzad yang
Where?
sebenarnya.
Who are you talking to?
Loh, dia nggak bisa lihat Nahida kan?
I told you that you two are special. Other
Orang lain
people
tidak
can't
bisa
see
lihat
me or Miss
aku
Dunyarzad
dan
here.
Nona Dunyarzad di sini. Ya, kasian banget dong Nahida. Nggak ada yang bisa lihat selain kita. Ini pandangannya deh ya. Loh, dia tahu kan? Instingnya kuat.
Hold on. Over there. Is that?
Kamu bisa lihat.
Wow, how perceptive.
Miss Dunyarzad, she's lying down.
Her condition's really bad, and she's
Sudah koma.
basically in a...
I
Kasian
can't
banget.
sense her aura. There.
Do you believe us now? The Sabzerus festival...
Ini terus berulang-ulang. Kita harus bisa keluar nih.
So, you think the sages are behind?
Yeah, they've always been against us.
Grand Sage.
Wouldn't surprise me if they're using the Akasha to intentionally repeat the Sabzerus festival as a sick joke.
You have a point. Aside from the Dendro Archon,
Sage
the
yang
Academia
buat
Sage,
kejadian aneh.
maybe there's more to the Akasha than we
Pengen
know.
kita hajar. Tindakan Akasha.
Didn't you
Asal
awaken
usul
our
Akasha.
memories using something that looked like a knowledge capsule? That means you must know something about the The Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate,
Bergantung
as
pada
it is the
kekuatan
manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power. It compiles the
dari
wisdom of the
kekuatan.
entire populace, and a gnosis
I
can
see.
do that? No wonder the Akasha is so magical.
Makanya dari
It's being
Gnosis.
powered.
So, this
Nahida
Nahida you
yang
mentioned.
Dia,
What did she
yang kalian
say?
bilang, dia bilang apa?
She said, and Paimon quotes,
Raja
the
bergantung
Akasha
kepada kekuatan
relies on the
Gnosis
power of a
beroperasi.
gnosis to operate, as it is the manifestation of the God of wisdom.
Ya,
Compiles the wisdom of the entire
itu yang dia
populace
bilang.
and grants knowledge to the people. Wait.
Apa?
I get the grants knowledge part.
Memberikan
That's what
pengetahuan
people
kepada
have always
orang-orang.
used the Akasha for. But
Yang depan
compiling the
kebijaksanaan
entire
seluruh
populace's
bangsa.
wisdom.
Did she mean that the sages enter
Mengkombinasi
new
seluruh
knowledge
pengetahuan yang baru
into the
ditemukan dan
Akasha?
menambahkan dalam catatan Akasha. Kebanyakan dari pengetahuan Akasha berasal dari Irmin
Oh
Plus.
yeah, that sounds about right. What do you think?
Pohon yang kita temuin di mimpi.
Okay, Nahida said the Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate, as it is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power. People in Sumeru don't dream. My mind feels What's happening? That doesn't sound right. I need to carefully...
Ini kah?
You
Perlahan
mean
pikiran tidak
the
wajar.
Akasha is causing our mental fatigue? When the desert dwellers set off on their quest for knowledge, a
Atau
sage
gini,
once said,
guru
knowledge
sedang
always
belajar
comes at a
pengetahuan.
price.
Ada harga yang harus dibayar untuk mendapatkan
Compiling the
pengetahuan.
entire country's knowledge. You think
Akasha
the Akasha
justru
Portal
mengambil pengetahuan
180
dari
is
kita.
extracting information from us? Who knows? The Akasha can put knowledge into our heads, so who's to say that it can't also poke around in there?
What's the point of doing
Waduh.
something like that?
Just think about it. If you could combine the knowledge of every single person in Sumeru, then you can basically turn Sumeru City into a single massive brain.
Waduh,
This hive mind can
Gawat
make
dong.
breakthroughs in problems that
Dihack
even the
otaknya.
smartest geniuses can't crack.
otaknya dihack.
An excellent deduction. And the analogy comparing some... In that case, we should take off our Akasha terminals right away. Maybe that'll solve this problem.
Boleh.
Yeah, I was only wearing this for show in the first place. Didn't expect the sages to cook up such a conspiracy. Mark my...
Oke, bisa kah?
How does
Berhasil kah?
everyone feel?
Cukup mendengar hal lain.
What is it?
Merasa di suara pip.
Oh, that! Paimon knows what you're talking about. It's a single soft beep
Sorry,
that
Akasha
sounds
terminal.
like it's coming from the Akasha terminal.
The sound of a beep. Could it be a prompt tone for when the Akasha is
terminal
operating?
operasi. Sama di
That's
pelabuhan
probably an
Orma.
important clue. We weren't using our terminals, but we heard a beep anyway.
Bener.
Traveler, did you hear that?
I heard it too.
Ya, ya, ya.
Our ears aren't messing with us. We took off our Akasha terminals.
Sudah lepas. Kok bisa? Apa ada? Waduh, ngulang lagi deh.
Phase runtime has exceeded its expected length. At this rate, there may be casualties.
Jadi kita kehilangan semua yang sudah kita dapat. Ngapain lagi nih? Ngulang kah? Ram juga guys, ini festival Sabzerus. Oh enggak, kita nggak ngulang. Di tempatnya Nahida.
Paimon remembers everything.
Masih ada deh ya kan?
Good. You adapted quickly this time.
Yakin
We
malam kemarin
definitely took off our Akasha terminals last
lupa
night.
Akasha terminal
We
pasti
still
dengar
heard
beep.
that beep. Why is that?
Gagal putuskan koneksi kan?
But now we can at least confirm one thing. Oh, Paimon doesn't get it. Why would the... It's extremely difficult for lab rats in an experiment to understand why they're being... If we're lab rats, then what are you? Nahida, you've never told us anything about yourself.
Nah, itu harusnya nyaman. Dia kusanali.
I guess... The moon? Wasn't that the result of our... Anyway, knowing who I am won't help you get closer to the truth. So you should focus on other things. Don't get... Okay then. Dia helped us a lot yesterday, so let's go find her.
Yes, yes. Oh. Kita tempatnya deh ya kak.
Ah, there you are.
Udah 1
I've
jam
already
lebih
taken
ya.
care of those kidnappers. My lady, did
Oh
you get
enggak,
her?
kita nggak bantuin. Kita nungguin.
What's wrong?
Rupanya
Why are you both gawking at me like that?
You didn't get...
Huh? What do you mean this time? Why are you so surprised that I managed to
Cuma
get out
penculik
unscathed?
amatir.
Those kids were amateurs.
Kamu masih belum berhasil. Ada pedang baru.
How did you know about my greatsword? I haven't told anyone about it.
So Dia's lost her memories after all.
Aduh.
Anything strange? You already know that I got a new greatsword. It's as if I've already used it.
You're saying that although you don't remember using it, you're...
That's right. Both mercenaries and warriors heavily rely on muscle memory.
Traveler,
Muscle
what
memory.
do you think?
Sampai kita lepas Akasha terminal kita.
Yeah! Paimon's feeling really hopeful.
Kita udah bebas.
Oh, you're right! Earlier in the Samsara, something like this would have never happened.
Akan tahu di
I
penghujung
have
mati.
no clue what you two are talking about, but
So you want us to take Dunyarzad somewhere else to rest while you check if there are still more kids?
how did you know what I was gonna say?
Forget.
Cepat pergi. Terus kita apa ini sekarang? Sama lagi kejadiannya. Kamu keren Saki.
Whew, it's finally nighttime. Aside from Dia, Listen, Nahida, we found out that Dia got out just fine today. Do you think the Samsara has been broken? Have we
Belum.
Good job on all that progress.
Malam ini tidurlah yang nyenyak. Loh,
Tomorrow will
udah
come.
boleh kah?
Everyone
Ya,
assumes
pasti
this is
akan tiba.
common knowledge, but the only way you can know that for sure is if you experience tomorrow. How many todays has it been? Is it possible that today will be followed by yesterday? It's even possible that this entire world is a lie, and the history of the whole world has just been one endless Sabzerus festival.
Aduh, aku bingung guys, nggak ngerti apa-apa. Jadi waktu di Sumeru sama waktu di regional itu beda kan?
Get some good rest. You know, use the bathroom and flush your Huh? People always say they feel a sense of relief after they take a tuk-tuk. That's why I suggested.
Nggak paham.
So strange and so against common sense that Paimon's at a loss for words.
Istirahat dulu deh.
Even though it's happy and lively at the Sabzerus festival.
Pip lagi.
Compared to what we stand to achieve.
Soundtracknya daripada gue jadi sedih.
We're still in the same day.
Tidak semudah itu.
You already knew last night that we didn't break. Would there have been a point? You that spent the night with new worries, with tomorrow still out of reach. In that case, you might as well rest within that brief moment of hope. An opportunity like that doesn't come by all.
Makin bingung Sumeru guys. Aduh.
Whatever. Guess you were looking out for us after all. Of course. In the time we've been together, you. Paimon's flattered and everything, but what I mean is, even though I had asked you to solve this puzzle, you two are still the only. In other words, if you weren't here, I may as well not exist. Now here's talking about confusing stuff again. Anyway, that's enough chit-chat. So, traveler, did the new clues yesterday help you gain a new understanding of the situation?
Salah.
Why are you scrapping your previous theory?
Kemampuan bertanggung jawab semakin berkembang.
Oh yeah, you're right. Gosh, how did we not? So.
The beep is a prompt tone for a.
Ingatan tubuh.
The beep is a prompt. Mercenaries rely heavily on muscle memory, and Dia was able to use her experiences to avoid injury and. Okay, Nahida said the Akasha relies on the power.
Bukan. Ini kah?
I can't.
Ini. Ingatan yang hilang setiap hari.
If all our memories of a day are erased at the end of that day, then we would unwittingly relive.
Film kesimpulan. Kita tidak berada di waktu yang berulang-ulang. Ingatan kita yang dihapus sebelum hari berakhir.
Then the beep we hear every night could just be indicating the deletion of our That's why when we wake up, everyone thinks the Sabzerus festival hasn't happened yet. It's already the next day, but everyone still thinks. But muscle memory can't be erased.
Iya.
A brilliant deduction.
Otak mentok.
Nahida, tell us if we're right or to put it
Sudah.
It's as if you've mistaken a pirate crystal fly for a firefly in the night. You lost sight of its true nature because you focused. That isn't simple at all. Why don't you go talk to Miss Dia again? You might learn something new. Right. She did help us find her lead.
Udah dong, keluar dari Sumeru. Pengen ke konten. Sudah. Kebuyang di Sumeru. Sini kah orangnya? Iya benar-benar. Tapi nggak ada orangnya.
There you
are.
Ada. Really took me a while to find you.
As expected, Dia also didn't.
It hurt? Why would I? Don't underestimate.
Well, you're still getting used to your new greatsword.
Huh. Truth be told, I also think it's pretty strange. It just suddenly felt so familiar.
Traveler, to explain the situation to her today. Paimon's gotten a little sick of doing it.
Langsung intinya.
Oh, that works.
Kamu dibawa jadi biasa pelangu karena
What happened to you guys while I was gone? Did you get brainwashed by some...
Don't think too hard about it. Just take...
All right then, let me get this straight. You're telling me that my...
Yes, your
Yeah,
memory
yeah,
is
yeah.
being a...
Then I'd have to disagree. That's impossible.
Oh? Why do you...
If we've actually been reliving the
Why?
Sabzerus festival day after day,
Malah kita
then what
pakai
happened to
uang.
the things we used, the money we spent, the food
Makanan yang
we
udah
ate?
makan. Terus pencuk kayak kemarin enggak babak belur itu.
Common sense says my wallet should have emptied itself a long time ago. There's no way I wouldn't have noticed that.
Kalau parcel udah dibagi semua ini.
Right. They could use the Akasha to record what everyone did that day, and then use the city's resource. It's not very likely, but
gawat
it's also
banget.
not impossible.
No, it is impossible. I've got proof.
Apa
You
itu?
have proof?
You two are surprisingly serious about this nonsensical discussion. Fine, I'll come with me. Miss Dunyarzad, please come along.
Alright.
Paimon can't believe it's Dia who wants to show us something this time. 2 days ago, we were the ones taking her to see Dunyarzad.
Waduh, udah dong. Aku main konten, sebenarnya puyeng banget.
This is it.
Huh?
Tempat latihan.
This is...
See those marks on the dummy? Those are the result of... Let's say the sages didn't replace it every day. Shouldn't it be hacked to pieces by now?
That's true.
Iya.
Then the sages would have had to reproduce every mark I left during previous training sessions.
Nggak bakal
I'm
sempat
a
semalam
professional
doang.
fighter. My martial school has always emphasized the force, angle, and entry point of each strike is calculated and deliberate. That's why I remember It's just as they say. Each swordsman has their own unique style. And even the same swordsman can't make the same cut twice. It would be impossible to...
Is it really impossible? What if they use...
Tidak
People
mungkin.
often say that a camera's photo can never replace an artist's painting because the former has no spirit to it. The same thing applies here. At a mere glance, I can differentiate carved marks from the results of combat training.
Teori.
Hope that cleared things up for you. Hey, is this that new Anyway, it's getting late. I should escort Miss Dunyarzad to Nilu's stage.
Aduh.
See you later.
Kita ngapain nih sekarang?
Well,
Bingung banget di Semeru.
one. Is our memory deletion theory... But...
Kita
at
tidak
least
ada itunya nyata.
That's true. So... Can we... Strange? Paimon feels like
Kita tidak
everything's
berpikir
been
keluar
strange.
dari kota.
Leaving the city? You're right.
Kita ketemu Ayato
It's
lagi.
really... Paimon can't believe it. Did we miss this because we're tunnel vision? How about we go back and ask Nahida?
Malah hitam lagi kan. Mana? Kota Semeru. Nah, hihihi.
Nahida! You're back early today. Sort of. We're mostly sure now that we're not in a time loop. And we
Apa yang
also
terjadi kalau kita keluar dari kota?
leaving the city. As far as I
Dua
remember,
kali.
we did.
Duh.
But we don't remember anything. What happened after we talked about those... Let me think.
Kalian tidak pernah memberitahu gue
I
tidak.
don't think you ever actually told me what the
Tidak kembali
outcome
semalaman.
was. But you two sometimes stay out the entire night anyway. It is true that sometimes we lose track of time during our investigations. Before we know it, it'll already... Really? That's kind of strange.
Sudah balikan
In
semuanya.
theory, I should have already awakened all your memories.
Kalau ini.
Yep. Something here's definitely fishy. Let's get...
Bip. Deng, 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 deng.
Our memories are back!
Deng, 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 deng. Keluar kota.
About that. Well, Traveler, aside from your memories that were just restored,
sound lain.
listen to it and you'll understand.
Oh ya, apa nih?
Can't
Kok
go
backgroundnya
back.
jadi kun?
There are countless spaces here. Our Sabzerus festival in Sumeru City is just one of them.
Suara sendiri.
Traveler, you should be missing 2 days worth of memories.
2 hari lalu.
It's time to carry out our plan from yesterday. Okay, let's go.
Wah, apa ini ya? Puyeng banget. Pergi ke gerbang. Oh, dekat-dekat. Flashback kita. Lumayan lain.
Why can't we leave the city? What is the academia up to now?
Akademia mau ngapain? Oh, alah, nggak boleh keluar kota ya.
Don't ask me. It's not like I can tell you anything. This is a direct
Perintah
order
dari
from the
Grand
Grand
Saksi.
City.
I have a real emergency. My goods have already arrived at Port Ormos.
Pelabuhan
If I
Ormos.
don't hurry, they'll be stolen.
That's your problem. Make sure you make a request in advance
Lah.
next time.
But it's not like you can just predict business matters in advance.
It looks like the Academia already announced the lockdown for... Let's go and question them. Hello, sir. Why can't we leave?
Here we go again. We just
Dia
received
juga
an
nggak
order
tahu.
that no one is allowed to enter or exit Sumeru today. They didn't tell us anything else. Angering me won't get you anywhere. If I had that kind of insider info, I would have left this stupid post long ago.
Oke, dia juga nggak tahu ternyata.
It looks like he really doesn't know. If we can't get anything out of him, let's take matters into our own hands.
Mana
This is
tembok,
a good spot, and the guard hasn't noticed us at... Huh?
menunggu.
Why? Are you going to leave Paimon behind?
Satu orang.
What if things get really weird out there? Oh, Paimon knows that Paimon can't do much, but...
Iya.
Okay.
Strategi yang bagus.
Promise Paimon that you come
Yo,
back
kita
as
manjat
soon as-
tembok.
and
Maling.
memories.
Ingatan. Ayo kita coba keluar. Kenapa? Sampai mon.
Paimon, that Paimon would never see you again. You just
Jadi
disappeared.
udah hilang.
Paimon waited for you for hours and hours at the city wall, and you never came back. You promised Paimon that.
Apa
Paimon,
janji
calm
apa?
down. He's here now. I don't. Paimon doesn't care. Paimon wanted to go look for you, but you also said that Paimon should stay.
Aduh.
I was so worried and so scared the entire day.
Maaf ya Paimon.
Okay. Paimon will forgive you. Okay. Paimon, can you tell us your perspective of what really
Dari
happened?
perspektif Paimon.
I see. Using two... After that,
Keluar dari
you left
kota.
the city. Paimon kept her eyes on you the
Kemudian
whole
hilang.
time, but then you disappeared
Ke dimensi
in
lain
an
ya.
instant. No way! Paimon was watching you with... What's your perspective, traveler? You sure you don't have any
Nggak
memory?
sadar kalau mereka
I
nggak
guess
tertib.
that explains everything. You also lost your memories the last 2 times. So, if we leave the city, our memories will be completely erased? It really sounds like something big outside of the city is being... But this way,
Iya.
we'll also never discover what's outside. Something
Mendingan
like
sesuatu kan.
a message? Don't look at me like that. I'm not used to being stared at. Well... Okay. Yep, now we're talking.
Aduh, mau ngapain lagi sekarang nih? Loh, hilang. Loh. Hilang muncul, hilang muncul. Serem banget vibes ya, men.
I'm done. Here you go.
Oh, apa itu? Akasa terminal. Akasa terminal khusus buatannya Nahida.
Akasha terminals are already capable of sending messages. I just tweaked it so that it could to make something like this. Nahida, you really know the Akasha. Yep. I'll help you save the messages. It should be pretty easy to use. I will never know until we try. At least we're taking the... Let's go then. Let's expose those sages.
Let's go. Like Paimon tinggal.
Alright. Paimon isn't as worried about
Sampai jumpa besok, Paimon.
See you tomorrow,
Vibes-nya serem banget ya.
That covers everything that's happened so far.
Tadi.
Yes. Although the signal was choppy and had some interference, we still managed... Okay. Now that you understand what's going on...
Let's go, let's go. Apa yang terjadi?
Can't go back. There are countless spaces here. Our Sabzerus festival in Sumeru City is... I've entered another space. Before me are flowing sandstone and howling fish. Impossible, and all these spaces are empty except for the occasional ones that contain mute puppets rather than people. I can't sense any...
Oh, ngeri banget.
That's one heck of an info dump. It sounds like everything looked completely normal when Paimon was looking out from the inside. There's another part here. We only received it last...
These spaces have been disappearing one after the other. Absorbed by... And now, even the fun behind me, a lot of spaces just appeared again from thin air.
Orang itu
I
sebenarnya
get it
adalah
now. Those spaces are actually...
Ya, putus dong. Jangan nanggung lah.
Why did the message end? Probably because yesterday just happened to end at that moment. Oh, right. Paimon did hit the message. It should have come from the travelers. After the beep, Traveler said...
Orang terakhir juga menghilang.
What do you think that final space could have been?
Benar.
All the bizarre spaces I saw outside the city had one thing in common. All the bizarre spaces I saw outside... Was that space actually the real world? My impression is that each day in this samsara only...
Ruang yang terakhir itu kayaknya yang ini.
That doesn't sound right.
Oh, salah. Yang kemarin yang hilang.
That's what it is. After the sound of the beep, the final
Masuk
space
ke area
later
besok,
on.
ya.
Traveler also mentioned a bunch of new spaces, but Paimon's head is spit. Well, consider this. For all the horrors of the Archon War, at its heart, it was just... So no matter how strange or spooky things may look on the surface, maybe... Wow! The Archon War, huh?
Rahasia.
Hey!
Pergi ke tunggu sampai malam. Hey. Sini guys, ternyata. Nah.
Do you want some alone time to think? All right.
Mataharinya udah tenggelam.
The dance of Sabzerus is about to begin. I'm going to go watch it.
Sudah waktunya ya.
Okay.
Okay then. See you later.
Makin lemes suaranya dia.
Have you figured it out yet, traveler? Time is ticking away. Awesome. What is it? Paimon wants
Apa
to
itu?
know. Oh, wait, no. Let's meet up with Nick.
Bicara dengan Nahida. Oh,
Hey, stop right there. Nope.
Whoa.
Nahida gimana nih?
You're back. I've been waiting forever for you two. Are you ready to take your Sabzerus exam and graduate from the festival?
Silakan bertanya ke Guru Nahida.
Okay.
Ruang tanpa manusia.
All the bizarre spaces I saw outside the city had one thing in common. A lack of human presence.
Mimpi tanpa manusia.
And those spaces remind me of dreams. Like the one I had in the Avidia forest. Except these
Samsara.
We've already experienced the People in Sumeru don't dream. What a strange phenomenon.
Hubungan sama yang ini kayaknya. Kenyataan mimpi.
We are all in a dream. It isn't that the people of Sumeru don't
Rahasia
dream.
perenggut mimpi mereka.
People in Sumeru think they don't dream. But the truth is, and those spaces with no human presence are stolen dreams without their host. Huh. So people in Sumeru do dream after all. In fact, we're all in one big correct answer. Now, how did you conclude that the Akasha...
Mulai dari kekuatan.
It is the manifestation of the god of... It is the manifestation... The Akasha relies on the power of a... It
Menyatukan.
compiles the wisdom of the... And it grants knowledge to...
Ini nih.
That doesn't sound right.
Oh, salah.
Oh, okay. Those dream-controlling creatures in the forest also get their... But is stealing everyone's dreams really how the Akasha... Dreams are fantastical, complex, and full of imagination. People's brains are the most active when they're... In other words, dreams are rich bundles of human wisdom. So in other words, Paimon remembers her saying that the sages think dreams are foolish delusions. And the fact that no one dreams is a blessing from greater... The real story is that the sages from the academia are using the Akasha to steal... Oh? By the sounds of it, you understand the current situation pretty well. So then, what about the samsara?
The Grand Sage said, "Ghost." My mind feels exhausted. The beep is a prompt tone for Akasha operate. Those spaces kept disappearing before my eyes. But as soon as that beep sounded, many more spaces... Those dreamscapes kept vanishing. But as soon as that beep sounded, more new spaces appeared.
Salah. Ini. Produksi massal mimpi.
Correct. The Akasha is keeping each person's brain in a constant dream state, but also separating their Their disembodied consciousness is placed inside the collective dream of the Sabzerus festival along with everyone else's, while they're now no one is any the wiser as another day passes in the dream. People wake up to yet another dream about the Sabzerus festival. The dreams... So, this is like a dream factory, and the Akasha is a... Very good, Paimon. Using analogies well is an... Okay, so that beep we keep hearing is actually from our real-life Akasha terminals. Alright, last question.
Siapakah dia?
Who am I?
Kusanali. Bulan.
They say that alchemical divination is the Dendro Archon's divine revelation. Now that I think about it, wasn't illusions hinting at the...
Bulan,
So you noticed.
kamu adalah Kusanali.
I thought that one would be the hardest question. That's why I put it last. That wasn't hard at all. Even Paimon guessed that. Now that you mention it,
Yeah.
you've been hit. It's funny. Thinking back to when we were asking all over the place for
Ketemunya
info
langsung.
about Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Bukan waktu yang tepat.
Yes, those can wait until... On the other hand, I'd be happy to answer any more questions you...
Tanya di mana deh kita?
You asked me this question before. Now that you know this is all a dream, have you heard the saying, don't wake a sleepwalker? Likewise, if someone suddenly had told you all this, instead of you learning it on your own, your notion of reality and dream would be thrown into irreversible confusion. That's why I could only give you very subtle hints and some suggestions.
Cara persegi.
Firstly, this dream we're in is completely based on reality. Secondly, you're probably that's because people don't remember their dreams most of the time anyway. So whenever they wake up in this dream of the Sabzerus festival, they... That reminds Paimon. Traveler had a dream when we were in the Avidia forest. Yes. Only after receiving the blessing of Dendro can a person gain the Dendro element's dream-enhancing power. Meanwhile, everyone else has no idea that they...
Samping.
Can humans really keep dreaming forever? Like, you might say your mental fatigue has already answered this question, especially those whose health is compromised to begin with, like Dunyarzad. I know, right? Why did they have to base this dream on my birth? Even you don't know the reason? Wow, the Academia sages are determined to harvest lots of dreams in a short time, no matter the cost. They have to be up to no good. Traveler, do you have an...
Those spaces remind me of... Those spaces...
Informasi Akasa.
Okay, Nahida said the Akash...
Perkataan Vince lagi.
The Grand Sage said...
Celebrate the birth of that...
Aduh. Ya.
Deceiving the people of Sumeru with no regard for their safety.
Para penduduk Sumeru.
No matter what they're trying to do, after we end the Sabzerus festival, how can the sages of the Academia do this behind their archons? In the end, I'm just
hanya si bulan dan matahari yang
the real sun.
Sungguhnya Roka Devata.
A sun and a moon?
Aduh, bip lagi.
I'll tell you how to break free of the samsara tomorrow.
Sampai jumpa besok. Oh, udah bangun.
Good morning, Nahida. Wait. Hey.
Nahida kenapa tuh?
Nahida? You don't
Mana
look...
Dunyarzad?
I'm afraid that what you're thinking right now is correct. Did Dunyarzad or
Hilang.
the real Dunyarzad's consciousness
Sadarnya
has
sudah hilang.
disappeared? It can no longer endure the constant dream harvesting.
Ya. Ya.
Paimon can't believe it. Wait, so what about that? She's actually something like a puppet, but not complete. The real Dunyarzad's consciousness could no longer keep playing her role, so another Dunyarzad appeared to replace her in the dream. Just like the grass and the trees, that Dunyarzad is just a book. But personality-wise, she's... Puppets are stiff and can't copy a living... You know, speaking of which, Dunyarzad truly believed that she met you within her consciousness. And it was... Yes. Back then, her family was overly protective of her. I just gave her a little wisdom so she could look at life in a new way. So that she could be her own person.
Yeah.
But even so, she's far from it. I'm still a long way... I couldn't even save her. If I were a competent Archon,
Mati dong.
I wouldn't have let my
Junior
most
set mati
faithful
kan?
follower die at the Sabzerus festival. Please don't beat yourself up over it, Nahida.
Ya.
I'm not
Sedih.
beating myself up. Don't be like that, Nahida. To prevent more tragedies like this, we must end
Ya,
the samsara.
sedih.
Great, but although
Mati.
the Sabzerus festival dream is under the Akasha's control, only humans. That means this dream belongs to a host who created it.
Mimpi pemilik milik orang yang menciptakan mimpinya.
So, how should we find that person? Well,
Keren Sage
if
kah?
this is someone's dream, then everything here must come from deep, which means, with the power of imagination. Imagination? What? Imagination means breaking through what you perceive as normal. Like when a server at a tavern brings a plate to you. However, if you're the dream's host and you become aware that the dream will respond in kind. But right now, our host is unaware that this is a dream. No matter how many times they're find some way to make that person realize that they're dreaming. How are we going to find them, though? If it could be anyone, it'd be like looking and even if we
Siapa
did find
orangnya?
them, how are we supposed to make them? After all, like you said, don't wake a sleepwalker. It's extremely difficult, yes. But the only
Hanya
ones
kalian yang
who
bisa
can do it are
melakukannya.
you two. Remember, everything you've achieved up to this. As for me, during this time, I'll be out of town.
Bisa kah
Out
pergi?
of town? Are you going to that place full of dreams where the traveler went? Yes.
Coba
I want to
sesuatu.
try something. There must still be a small. Hurry and go. Dreams are supposed to be
Mimpi harusnya terasa
fantastical,
romantis indah,
romantic,
penuh
and
kejutan.
full of pleasant surprises. Paimon's still a little upset that we've come this far
Bener,
only
sempat
for
itu tetap.
dinner. She was such a good person.
Aduh, mati.
Such a simple wish. But fate was against
Kasihan
her.
bang.
Yeah. Saving Dunyarzad is what kept us going this whole time. But we mustn't lose hope, traveler. Dunyarzad would
Hentikan
definitely
samsara
have
demi
us wondering.
dunia besar.
Do you think the sages would get one of their own to be the host of this dream?
Tidak mungkin. Kalau mereka tahu rencananya, mereka mungkin sadar.
Huh. That's true. Plus, the sages probably weren't counting on. So, who do you think the host of the dream is?
Orang yang dandannya aneh.
Oh, that would make sense. Ferris, the Knight of Flowers, is a
Simbol
symbol
dari
of the
seluruh
whole
festival
Sabzerus. Let's
Sabzerus.
go ask him some.
Tanyain kan. Bicara dengan Nahida. Bicara dengan Farid. Akhir dari festival Sabzerus. Nah, di sini nih. Paris.
You're
Bakal
back.
pemilik mimpinya.
You left in a hurry last time.
Everything's fine. Just,
An experiment?
Eksperimen kecil.
That came out of no.
could you make a wish?
Bayangkan kalau harapanmu terkabulkan depan
You
matamu.
want me to make a wish? Is that a new subs?
Less questions.
Okay.
Batin saja.
My wish. My wish. Okay.
Mau
I'm a little
nona
nervous
dunia
saying this
bisa
out
selalu
loud, but
bahagia.
Oh.
Apakah berhasil?
I noticed earlier that she looked a bit down, and she just doesn't seem like herself. I've also wondered if the reason she asked me to be Ferris Knight of Flowers is because I'm
Oh, dia
special
naksir
to her
sama
or
dunia
something.
So, you have a crush on
Naksir.
Dunyarzad?
Have a crush, aduh. Warisnya keras dunia Reset. Aduh,
Is it that obvious?
kasihan bang.
After what I just said, I
Rasmu udah
guess it
mati.
is. When she placed the hat of the Knight of Flowers onto my head, she said to me, what she didn't realize was that I'm not that interested in how everyone else feels. In that moment, I just wanted to be her Knight of Flowers for the rest of my life. 50 years? 100 years? I'll serve her to...
Aduh.
Okay, yeah, that was a bit much. felt like the right moment to get it off my... Okay, I'm ready to make my wish. I would like Miss Dunyarzad to appear in front of me right now with a smile on her face. Here goes.
Mulai.
Please come true.
Tiba-tiba muncul kayaknya.
I'm gonna open my eyes.
Oh,
Oh,
ini
you're...
kan. Tiba-tiba ada.
Fucky?
Eh?
Sorry, but only one
Fucky.
portion of Yalda candies per person.
Semua
Back
orang
home you go.
boleh ambil satu porsi.
Nice try, you two.
Guess he isn't the host of this dream
Kan
after.
dia pemilik mimpinya.
Should have expected it wouldn't be this easy.
Jadi siapa?
It seems like everyone who knows Dunyarzad.
My lady, step back.
That sounds like Dia.
Iya.
Oh right, this is when Dunya.
Sekarang kita turun tangan guys.
Dia can
Gebuk-gebuk.
handle them. Hey, traveler!
Gimana tuh? Sini kan? Oh di sini. Nah, udah ketemu deh dia. Itu dia surat
It's you.
palsu.
Great timing. Please take... Hey, this is my job. The
Lalu
homie Yana's
melayani
paying
kan
me,
bayar aku.
not you.
Terus dikerja kata-kata.
Fine, all right. Knock yourself out. Anyway, watch yourself.
Kalem, kita jago.
So you got yourself some backup.
Set mah ginian doang.
That's close enough.
Boom! Everybody stand back! Hey, yeah! Covenant of the deep! Inadmissible evidence!
Red,
Incinerate!
kata all-in. Oh, pala bantuan.
Nice and spicy! Rest and rebuild! Boom!
Surprise. Wait. Mau nyerang dari belakang. Set.
Incinerate!
Dah rata.
Traveler, were you just taking your anger out on those guys?
Iya. Aku cuma kesel sama diri sendiri.
You and Nahida both.
Karena kita gagal nyelamatin Dunyarzad ya.
And speaking of her, Paimon just remembered something. Remember how during the first Sabzerus festival, before the Samsara started, we came here with Dunyarzad.
Mengambil
She said
barang.
it was because she had forgotten something. Okay, so Paimon's memory is working so far. Anyway, Paimon also remembers that she is staying somewhere around here.
Mungkin bisa temukan
Even
petunjuk.
if it's only...
Let's go.
This is the place. It's rude to enter other people's spaces without... Hey, the windows are unlocked. Okay, Paimon's gonna take a...
Let's go.
This was only a temporary residence, so there was
Tinggal
pretty much
sementara.
nothing... Should we open?
Buka. Sejak Mami meninggal. Oke.
Wow. Dunyarzad, even though she was also busy she must have wanted to give this to us. If we hadn't
Yeah.
found this book, but now that we
Kasian
know,
banget.
We can't even thank her.
Sedih.
Hey! Where are you off to now?
Ya, sedih. Bicara dengan dunia riset palsu. Akhir dari festival Sabzerus. Sedih.
It's Dunyarzad's puppet.
Boneka dunia riset. Terima kasih.
Traveler? You must be exhausted. Come to think of it, we've been stuck in this place for a
Udah
really,
kecebak lama
really
banget.
long time.
Udah 1 abad sejak kita ngobrol
Even
dengan
the last
bahagia
time
sama
we were
dunia
chatting
riset.
happily with Dunyarzad feels like an eternity ago.
Ya, kita udah lama banget di Sumeru, men. Udah hampir 2 jam ini. Sedih.
Paimon still remembers when we were sitting here, and the way her eyes sparkled when she talked about
Aku ambil
Milu's
tempat semua
dance.
There
ini.
will always be frustrations in life, but I know that the point of living isn't.
That was what the real Dunyarzad said, wasn't it? Does that mean
Balik kah? Dunia riset asli.
Yes, traveler. What is it?
Oh, so
Masih
she's
ngerasa
still just a
boneka.
puppet. But just now, how come... What? Where are we going this time?
Nonton tarian Sabzerus. Penyanyian Nilau. Di mana itu? Salah arah. Nah, di sini. Loh, di mana sih? Aduh, sesat itu petunjuknya. Ini harusnya kayaknya. Secret Bazar. Ah. Terus ini nih, lihat tariannya.
If you continue
Nada
to resist,
Sage.
we will have to order an investigation into every... The Grand Sage has already granted you much leniency. I advise that... Oh,
Ayo hajar. Ayo traveler, hajar.
Traveler? You don't...
Traveler.
Traveler.
Traveler? What the heck are you doing? If you get arrested by the... Wait, they're not reacting. Have they been scared?
Boneka.
Oh, of course. If this is the... So
Mereka
they're
palsu.
just... What is this? What happened to the Grand Sage and his
Hilang.
entourage?
Bunga-bunga itu kenapa? Oh, petunjuk baru.
Like I said, they symbolize the goddess
Sari
of
aslinya
flowers.
sempurna.
Yes. The Greater Lord brought forth new Patisaras in memory of the goddess of flowers. But she ultimately...
Petunjuk baru.
That beautiful shade of
Warna indah.
purple.
Patisara asli.
Aren't these flowers real Patisaras? Just like the ones from the legend? But didn't you just say all the real flowers went extinct after the god? Yeah. What's going
Kalau
on?
untuk matamu.
Uh-huh.
Ya kan kalau Gransa G dan Romo itu ada di
You
sini.
guys are acting weird.
Oh, dia kah pemilik mimpinya? Kayaknya dia pemilik mimpinya deh.
Hey!
Bener, dia pemilik mimpinya.
Disappeared! So Nilu's the host. Purple Patisaras don't exist in the real world anymore. But in Nilu's... It's just like the example Nahida told us. People assume there will be food on a plate, and Nilu... So when you saw the flowers, you But if we want to end the samsara, we...
Sadarin lo kamu lagi mimpi.
Am I dreaming? Huh?
Semua kamu bisa bikin.
So I'm right. Wrong guess, but you aren't completely wrong. As far as you know, people in Sumeru... Yeah, but have you heard the tale of the first sage?
Video pertama
To prevent a calamity, he went on a... Ooh, sounds familiar. Dunyarzad told us a story like that when we first arrived in Sumeru. Yep, but in the part you heard, he hadn't become the first. His piety and wisdom were acknowledged by the Dendro Archon. All kinds of spectacular scenes appeared in front of the first sage. As if all the knowledge in the world was being painted onto a canvas right before him. He was captivated. After who knows how long, he mastered. Afterward, he said to the Dendro Archon, "I miss my parents." The Dendro Archon smiled. The next second, the sage found himself lying in his wife lying next to him said, "You're off to search for the Dendro." In the end, the first sage took care of many disasters in Sumeru. So, the first sage was dreaming ever since the beginning of the story? He never... Yes. But his faith and determination were conveyed. Paimon understands where you're coming from now. That's a really interesting connection. But we really gotta wake up soon. Like, I see. Well, it just so happens that today's Sabzerus festival is almost over too.
Oh, menari kah itu?
Since we're in a dream, let's make this final dance of Sabzerus as beautiful as we can.
Nilo nari, men. Silakan. Wih, sinematik.
The wait is over, everyone.
Tariannya Nilo.
I dedicate this to our god, the dance of Sabzerus.
Wih, nari.
I'd be lying if I said I had no regrets. I would have loved to see Nilu's dance.
Oh, makan. Ada nih. Tadi pasti udah. Ada datang. Hah? Ya lah, biasa aja. Saya biar nggak sakit ini. Injak. Ya, ya. Nanti. Yeah.
Good morning, traveler. Oh, Paimon feels like she's been asleep for the longest time.
Ya udah ikut.
Paimon's head feels super heavy. Did we oversleep? Do you even remember going to sleep? Paimon thinks it was after the Sabzerus festival. Have we finally escaped from the Sabzerus samsara? Quick! Take off your Akasha terminal!
Game.
She's not in her room. What happened? Huh? What usual spot?
Iya. Iya, iya.
May the Dendro Archon bless us with a bountiful harvest every year.
Even better than I imagined. It's my lucky day. Adventure time.
Man. And thank you, Dunyarzad, for organizing the Sabzerus festival for me.
I'm sorry, who are...
Dunyarzad! You're okay!
Oh, a traveler, Paimon. I have something. I just had a dream. And
Oke, sekarang kita ke Ayato sekarang. Ada selesai questnya, jadi kita gacha Ayato sekarang. Nah, di sini. Nah, virtual gachanya.
I shall protect the lady of the clan.
Yo, mulai. Tuh, 2, 3. Dapat apa nih? Woi, dapat Changling cuy. Mantap, C1. Gas lagi. Masih belum ya Ayatonya. Yang lagi yang kedua sekarang. Kalian lewatin. Oke, langsung lagi. Dapat siapa nih? Dapat P4 doang. Dragon spin. Itu bagus ya saya. Oke. Lagi toko. Nomor 30. $35 ya. Let's go. Semoga dapat kali ini. Dapat yang link lagi. Mantap, C3. Yo, bisa ya. Aduh, masih belum muncul. Dapat Kirara. Mantap, karakter baru. 2 lagi. Aduh, masih belum muncul Ayatonya. Oh ya, mantap, dapat P baru. Yo, bisa yuk Mas. Let's go. Ayato. No. Kalah. Red. Oh. No. No way. Masih bisa lagi nih. Yo, bisa yuk. Ayato. Habisin. Aduh. Ya. Ya, nggak dapet guys. Ini primo yang mau kesimpan buat Ayato. Oke, mungkin diakhiri dulu live stream dan video kali ini. Sampai jumpa video live stream yang akan datang. Jangan lupa jaga kesehatan.